Hi everyone, in this lecture I will teach you about the report tab. Previously I talked about it and we have used it several times in the project, but it's worth just to see it as a separate video as well. So I go to the report tab to the top and then I go to the dashboard. There are a bunch of templates available. Either you can create a blank report, or you can make a chart report or comparison report, but right now I'm gonna use the dashboard or the available report template. The first one is the, for example, burn down. If I just click here, you see that the burn down chart here, which has three curves, which shows the remaining cumulative work, remaining cumulative actual work, and the baseline remaining cumulative work. And as you see and you expect to see, based on the update that we made to the project until mid of April 2022, the project there was more work done actually for the project compared to the baseline, and from here we haven't updated the status. That's why you see the actual work is like constant and the burn down hasn't changed, because no actual work has been done in order to just kind of have a burn down chart for the actual work. And the same here, we see the tasks burn down as well, which are the number of tasks that are completed, and then they go until they reach to 0. If you want to learn more about this, there is button here. If you press your mouse button, then you will open a Microsoft page. Then you will be able to kind of see and get some hints if you have any question regarding these reports. So that's for burn down. If you are in one of these report views, you see that the design opens here, and like Excel or Microsoft Word, you have different for example button for changing the design of your work. You can choose the chart, or you change the chart type, or for example use the table, add a text to your graph, or whatever you want. So I don't go into details, and I assume that's common sense and you're able to do it. I'll go to the report, I go to dashboard, I have the cost overview report that we saw previously together. We have the cost status chart here, and we have the table here, as well as some summary of the percent complete and also the cost of the project and the remaining cost. I have also the project overview. We saw it together. Just see a summary of what are the high-level WBS that has been completed, what is remaining, and we've seen the, for example, work overview, upcoming task as well. I'm gonna go on the resources. If I click on the report for the resources, we have over allocated resources, as you see here, and the over allocation, we see that the project manager on this project I haven't done the resource leveling as we did previously in the project, but this one I didn't do it because I wanted you to see the report of over allocation, and I'm using the same project that I was using for the earned value analysis, so you can use the same thing. As you see here, we have the actual work that the project manager what has done already, and then the remaining work that he is involved, and this is the over allocation, and we see where the project manager has over allocation. That's for the project manager. So that's basically give you a kind of a high level view of the resources. If I go again to the report, go to the resource and click on the resource overview, here you see two charts. On the horizontal you see all the resources. This is the resource status and stats, and then you see the actual work and the remaining work and the baseline work for each of these resources. For the project manager, that you see the baseline work is slightly lower than the remaining work. So basically right now we see that the project manager has had to do a higher amount of work compared to the baseline. And then for some resources like HVAC, we didn't use or assign any task to it, so it's 0. For the framing contractor, he hasn't done anything yet, but he has some remaining, and so on. You can just see in this chart as well, and also the percent of the work done by all the work resources here in the in the report for the resources. So if I go to the resource to the report again, I have some report about the cost. We've seen these together. We've seen the earned value report, which is very useful in order to just kind of take actions and bring the project into its own path and then bring it to the plan. We have the cash flow chart, as well as we have the resource cost overview. For example, here we see the cost distribution of the resources. A large portion of our cost is for the work resources. Some part of it is for the material resources, and a small part for the cost resources. And we've seen different type of resources. The material resources are those that have quantity. Work resources, they have for example unit of time, and the cost, they don't have any unit. So that's also possible to see the resource cost overview and also task cost overview. We see it here as well. That's the completed task, the task on a schedule, and then the future task, and how is the cost distribution for the task. And also we see it for a high level WBS. What is the actual cost of a structure? What is the actual cost of roof? And what about envelope and interior? And then you can compare it with baseline. So basically right now you see the structure was done according to the plan because the actual cost is equal to the baseline, but the roof is way over the budget. And you see that the amount of money we spent for completing the roof part is almost double. You see that almost double than the baseline. And then here for the envelope, right now it's on the according to the plan, but if let's say we don't manage it, we may end up just having higher cost for this as well. But this is something that it gives us good idea about where in the project we had some, for example, extra cost or over budget. That's for the report as well. And then I'll have the in progress report, like late task, milestone report, or critical task, or a sleeping task. If I put on the late task, so you see that the status of completed task in blue, on a schedule on orange, and then the future task in gray is the same as the one that we saw previously. So the takeaway, you see a lot of different reports you can customize. You can make your custom reports. For example, if you go to the more report and go to the cost, you can, for example, select one and then manipulate and make a new report, or you can here, as you see, you make a new table report, comparison report, and so on. The takeaway is that all the tools are available in the report. You can benefit from them in order to present your project somehow that it is catchy, it is possible to grasp the data in a quick, simple way without putting a lot of information. So I encourage you to just view and use these tools whenever you want to present it to your stakeholder, to your upper management, or to whoever you want. I may put a separate lecture later about the cost control of the project, and then I'll go in detail about these with the real world examples. But that's basically all what you need to know at this stage for the report. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.